What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog, or wherever I decide to add this into the videos, wherever I decide to add this into the video, man. Today has been a beautiful day on the charts. I'm kind of like, you think, I don't know if I look tired on here. I'm low-key kind of sleepy and tired. I don't know where this sleepiness just came from. But like I literally traded this morning, already left off for the day, and then now I'm back a little bit earlier than what I usually am. But I was like, you know what? I actually haven't did a vlog on YouTube in a minute. I just been dropping like little minor recap videos that I do here and there. And those recaps that y'all be seeing on YouTube be from like videos I actually put into my signal shots and stuff like that. But I kind of just wanted to just turn the camera on and just talk about like things I'm working on right now, or not even things I'm working on, but like one of the things I just announced and dropped on social media on Instagram. But I told myself this year I'm actually gonna be more heavily on YouTube more than I am on Instagram anyway. So I gotta make sure when I'm vlogging or when I'm thinking about pushing out content or just updates, I'm keeping y'all informed over here on YouTube as well. But today is officially the first day. Well, let's rewind. So I knew when I was gonna bring the student chat back, I was gonna be able to like have an AI setup that like pulls signals based off of my strategies, like with the Kobe strategy that I use, or even the strategies I taught y'all on YouTube and stuff. But based on those strategies, I created an indicator on TradingView that you can use to like basically like push the signal towards the Telegram. Now that was gonna be my first goal. Then I was gonna implement it into the website. That was a whole other thing within itself. But ultimately, I ended up deciding on just creating the indicator and then just strictly like basically like in the academy you have access. So if my academy members is watching this video, y'all should already know by now, but just let's say for whatever reason you've been sleeping on the rock and you have no idea. In the academy, I've added the indicator on your dashboard, so now you can have a signal whenever you want. I think let me see if I can show you real quick. 1 second. Alright, so here's like a perfect example of what it looks like. So it's based off of my moving averages, crosses, and stuff. But like the same way I give you out entries and the chart setup in my signal chat, look how it literally, once the trade activates, it gives you the entry, it gives you your stop loss, and it gives you two TP options that you can just choose to set. So it's like, if I'm busy on the charts for whatever reason, or like, let me actually come back, hold on. All right, so like I was saying, so it's kind of like, it's cool because like, let's say for whatever reason, well, not even for whatever reason, like today, for example, today we caught 2,500 pips before opening bell. After opening bell, there was another retest. We caught another 2,500 pips. So, aka, we're at 5,000 pips on the day for just US30 alone, right? Let's say for whatever reason, somebody in my chat or somebody in the academy did not catch either one of those trades. And they're like, and I'm already like, I'm done for the day. I'm not calling no more trades. You have this indicator that you can use. You put it on your chart, and it gives you a signal. If you need a signal, or if you're looking for a setup, it will give you a signal based on the parameters that I have already set, based off the strategy on how we trade, right? And then vice versa. This is just on US30. I got it set up for a US30 and NAS 100. Those are my main two pairs that I trade during New York session, but it also worked beginning New York session, and it even works like after like PM. So right now I'm recording this. This is at 3:50 p.m. when I'm actually recording this video. But there was a US30 trade that I actually took. I took the sell on it just to like at 2 o'clock. So at 2 o'clock, after 2, around that time, another setup became available on the indicator, and it was like I took the trade just because I just wanted to see like me being a product of my own product. You feel me, right? So like me actually, how I'm gonna have my students do it if I'm not doing it. So the signal came, it told me to sell, it told me where my stop loss, my TPs was, and I set it based off of that. Now, the first entry I took, I did get whipped out, but I understood like why I got whipped out. It was just a pullback, and usually, as me, like how I know how to trade, I usually wait for the retest first, aka the pullback first, and then I enter off of that pullback, and then I take the trade for the continuation of the trend. Now, same scenario here. So since I already knew that the signal itself was correct, I re-entered the trade, and ultimately, obviously, I didn't risk heavy on that last trade anyway. But on this position, we recovered the profits that we lost. Right, we recovered the loss back plus 3 times that, because that's when I kind of like went more margin onto the trade because I had more confidence in the move. And here we are now floating another 2,000 pips back down. Well, my TP smashed for 1,200 pips, but the actual TP, the one that y'all just saw that I just showed y'all, literally just took back off for, well, actually, I think about that was 200, but it really took off for like 1,500 to 2,000 pips again from the initial sell move, which is crazy, bro. And then it's like, oh my goodness. This is like a little bit different because, like, obviously I have an AI bot that I created that actually will place a trade for you. But now we're talking about an indicator that will actually give you your parameters and everything. Like if I wanted to like take a whole week off and go on vacation and not be on the charts or like not call a trade if I didn't want to, I could because I created this indicator that all my students have access to. All you gotta do is plug on your chart and it's giving you the same exact setups. The same exact setups that I personally would give y'all anyway. The only thing is you would either have to, like, the only difference between me and the indicator would be understanding the timing of when to enter the trade. Because sometimes the indicator might have you enter a trade a little bit too early. Kind of like what I caught today. I entered a trade a little bit too early. Got caught in a pullback. And I ended up losing. But I understood the trend. I understood which way the market was really going in. So I took that same setup and I was able to profit. So that's going to be like the little tweaks and differences. But it's cool though, because it's a great feature. I'm adding like every year, every month. I'm trying to find new ways on how to improve my academy. I've already taken the price down to I'm leaving at $315 from here on out for forever. Everything else though, like when I do in-person trainings and boot camps and stuff, that's gonna be my regular $1,500, $2,500 price. But we'll talk about when we get to that, because when I do have those boot camps and stuff, it is gonna be very exclusive, very particular on the type of people that are going to be in it. And when I say people, I'm referring to people that's actually going to be serious about learning, actually have proven history of like actually studying, not just trying to get in off of the assignment. Like I don't want when I do these meetups, retreats, all these things. I'm not here to inspire you. By the time you get to me, you should already know what you need to be doing. You should already know what your problems are, right? I'm not here to be your motivation. I'm not here to flex, show you my profits, show you my payouts, show you my cars, whatever that may be when I do the retreats, right? I'm not here to do none of that. I'm about the education. I want to show my students, so I want to show people that's going to be working with me how to actually get to the bag the right way, the correct way. And just even getting down to like the psychology of it. I think I want to, actually this week episode, I'm going to drop in my academy. I'm going to be going over it's a mindset. I haven't actually decided on which topic I want to talk on, but I know I kind of really want to get back to like every week or it ain't gonna be every month. I'll do every week. Every week some type of like motivational talk or just coming on here, picking on the camera and really just like speaking real talk, like just really just beyond the charts, like real facts, like really mindset talk, like what is your psychology like? Where psychology, oh, I guess I said it right. Psychology, like, why am I turn up a little bit? Where's my what is your psychology like before you hop on the chart? So what is your goals? What is your aspirations? What is your motivations? Right? What is your inspirations? I don't know. Like I said, I'm over here. I was a little bit sleepy, but now I'm kind of getting my energy kind of getting up. Cause now I'm thinking like, I want to talk that talk. But I don't know what I really want to get into right now. So right now, I'm chilling. If I turn the camera back on, maybe I figure out something I want to talk about. You know what? I just got a topic. Just that quick. Just that quick. I just got a topic. You know, I seen this post, right? And I can't remember who posted it. Who posted it? I can't remember who posted it. I think it was Q. Q posted it. He talked about how like people that join mentorship programs but don't follow the mentorship advice. Like, why would you join a mentorship program if you're not gonna follow the blueprint that the mentor already got you? If you already got the proven results, why make your job harder? Now, what I want to talk about in particular, I agree with that. I agree with that totally, and it's so funny because it's kind of like as traders or like as people in our. I think it's like how we are wired, like human nature, how we're wired. Like we all have someone that's been in a situation that we want to get into, right? Or like let's say parents and kids, for example. Parents will tell a kid not to do something, The kid, I hear you. I hear what the parent's saying because obviously the parent has the experience, but I still want to do it anyway. I got to learn from my mistake. I got to do it the hard way. I got to learn from myself to learn, is this the right path that I should be doing, or is this should I not touch that fire even though my parents told me not, like you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the same correlation to trading. It don't even gotta be trading. It could be any mentorship program, whatever career or whatever you're doing. It can be whatever mentorship program. Like the mentees always have to. You have some mentees that's like focused, right? That will follow your blueprint to a T. You have other mentees, oh, I want to do it my way. But the only problem is with doing it your way, you make your journey longer than what it needs to be. If you would just listen to your mentor, right? If you would just listen to the strategy, like, why are you trying to perfect your own strategy? Why are you trying to recreate the wheel when the wheel is already working? If somebody is telling you, I just made $25,000 today off of NASDAQ or US 30 or gold, and they giving you the same strategy that they're using to make that strategy, but for some reason you're like, oh, this strategy you're using? Bet I'm about to go do it this way instead of doing the strategy that you just told me. I'm like, okay. And the type of mentor I am is I've learned to, like, I can't force anybody to follow my strategy. If you want to do your own strategy, I'm gonna let you learn that because it's way less of a headache than me trying to, nah, man, I don't think you should do that. This is the strategy, follow it. Because, like, for me, I don't really have no ego with it anymore. It's just more so, okay, you do that. This is what I'm gonna be doing over here. So while you're still trying to figure that out, even though I gave you the whole blueprint, if somebody was to tell you, hey, Abe, every Monday, I need you to be on the charts at this time and you'll make $2,000. You're gonna be like, okay, bet. I'm on the charts, or I'm gonna be like, okay, bet I'm on the charts every day, Monday. If I gotta, like, when we think about jobs and stuff, if you got a job and your job tell you every month, oh, you know what? That's a perfect analogy. We work at a company, right? If you worked at a company, for my traders, I'm dedicating this to y'all. For a trader, if I'm working at a company, right? Somebody hired me as a broker. My only job is to make $500 to $1,000 a day. That is so easy to do on the charts, right? That's more than enough. Let's just say 500. That's so realistic. You could be done for the day, right? And they'll pay you a salary of 80K a year, whatever that looks like. And you would be probably the greatest trader ever. Because if your job requirements, all I gotta do is make 500 a day, I'm chilling. Like, it's no need for me to try to go for home runs. I don't gotta hit extras. They already gave me my requirements of what they want me to tackle for the day, and that's all I gotta do. That's my only rules. That's my only guideline. Once I make 500, I can go home for the day. I'm done. I'm clocking into the job. I have a guaranteed 80,000 salary that they give me. Why not apply that same approach? Ouch. Why not apply that same approach to yourself? When you're taking these combines, when you're taking these, when you're taking the combines, you're passing the combines. When you get on your express accounts, when you get on your personal accounts, how many times are you up $100, $200, $500, maybe even $1,000, and then somehow you end the day break even, or you end up blowing combines or blowing express accounts? When all you had to do was close your account. I could be up 2,500 during Tokyo session and bet. Even though I might shine better in New York, I already hit my goal for the day. So lock my account. I don't need to trade in New York. That's the level of discipline that I want my students to get to. That's another discipline. If you follow me on YouTube, like, that's the real goals that you need to be focusing on. Like, how can I make sure I'm being consistent every single day? How can I show up every single day on the charts, following the same blueprint, following the same strategy? How can I duplicate the same strategy over and over, getting the reps in, so that way when I see the charts, when I wake up in the morning, I see the exact same setup I saw yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before. How can I keep repeating that so that I'm hitting the same TP, the same TP, the same TP, the same TP every single day? It's going to get to a point where, and this is, I'm gonna talk about this too. I learned about this in my book. Even before the book that I was just reading. Dang, I wish I had the name of it. I wish I had the name of it. Like, I don't got it. It's in my book bag right now. I'll probably grab it later and put it in the video. But the book talk about how. Okay, let me finish what I was saying. Trading. When you start getting consistent, when you finally find that winning strategy, now all of a sudden you get to try to switching up stuff. Now all of a sudden you get to try new things that you don't even need to do. even me, I'm a perfect testament of that. I shine. I am. I go crazy during New York session. If I really need to only trade one pair that I know is going to guarantee me money, I would trade US 30. US 30 is the most consistent. I see the same retracements every single day. I see the same breakouts every single day. That is, if I really wanted to, that could be the only pair that I wanted to trade. Right now, it got to a point where it got boring, right? And when it started getting boring, like making money it's so crazy saying that you start. That's when you start to realize, like as a trader, you fall in love with the journey. Like losing is a part of it. If you've been losing for so much, you get used to losing. Or once you start making money and start hitting consistent, now all of a sudden your brain is like, since I'm doing your ego, right? Ego, your brain, whatever you want to call it, you're like, I want to switch it up now. I want to trade Tokyo session, or I want to trade during Tokyo because I got New York on lock. Let me see if I can get Tokyo on lock. Because if I get Tokyo on lock, that means I can make 2,500 during New York session, and then I can go ahead and make Tokyo. You can make 2,500 during Tokyo session. Now that's a guaranteed 5,000. Right? That's how some of our wire. That's basically like how our mindset be running. I ain't gonna say some of it. That's literally how the brain starts to operate. Like when things start getting simple and easy, if your brain is already used to like operating under a certain frequency or under a certain amount of stress or anxiety when it comes to trading, it's going to try to go back to that comfort level because it's not used to being in a state of boring. Like it don't know what it means to be, I'm in a trade and I took a sale and I'm already in profit and it dropped 2,000 pips and I'm done for the day. Your brain can't comprehend like, oh wait, I don't gotta chase nothing today, or I don't gotta wait for a pullback. It's not stressing. It's not pulling like all the extras. So it's like I'm challenging you to like really, dang. Let me see if I can find that book right quick, because the book really talked about it like, and it's actually another word like that it's called too, but between self sabotaging, here you go. The mountain is you. I found this book I was on Threads and somebody posted about it like this being one of their favorite not trading books, but favorite. This was the book that changed like their mindset and how they thought. And I was like, damn, like, sorry, excuse my French. I'm like, let me see if this book was that powerful for you. Let me take a read. And I was reading it. I'm like, you know what? Some of the stuff I knew, some of the stuff obviously was very interesting to like read about again and just kind of like open my eyes to it. Not even for myself, but just like how other people think. Like when it comes down to why we act the way we act, why do we self-sabotage? How can you stop yourself from self-sabotaging? I can't even tell y'all how many combines. So like when I was trading with I keep forgetting I got this up right now. When I was trading with Top Step, right? So this is my proof. Y'all already know. For y'all, if you're new here, past combines is nothing. I pass them all the time now. First payout that I ever got. That's what this one is right there. 5,000 payout. But while I was on this journey right here to get these two, or like even after I got this payout right here, I had went on a losing streak at one point because I was focused on trying to trade another session. So like I'm saying, everything I'm gonna be preaching to y'all about when I do these little mindset talks and stuff like this, it's gonna be stuff that y'all to look back on too. Like, but when I was trading, what was I trading? I was killing New York, right? I still do kill New York. So on the personal side, I'm always good. This is more so from a combines point of view perspective for people that's blowing combines, blowing espresso accounts, and I'm speaking from this standpoint. For me, New York session easy. If I literally wanted to be like get a payout consistently every single time, just trade New York, right? But for some reason, I was like, dang, I saw opportunities on Go or I would see opportunities on NQ during Tokyo session. And I used to be tempted to trade Tokyo. Some days it would hit, some days it wouldn't hit, right? And on the days it wouldn't hit, it would be bad days because now when I go into New York session, I might be down $500, $600. And depending on what my account size is at the time, that could be a make or break for when I trade New York session. Because New York, who knows, a pullback can wake me out and then take off for the move that I want. And I can't enter the trade again because I'm in drawdown. So like, let's say, for example, I'm in drawdown $500. That means I got a $1,500 cushion left. Let's say in New York, I take one trade. That trade brings me down to another 750. Right now I'm down like what, 1250, 1200, 1300 around there. Now the psychology comes into play. I only have $700 left for drawdown. So if I lose my next trade, right, if I'm risking how I'm risking still, this is when risk manager come into play. But if I lose my next trade, I lose another $500 trade. Boom, now I only got $200 cushion. You $200 away from blowing your account. And some people don't have the mental capacity to come back from that, right? Some people, you see you down $200 on the account, it's over with. You about to full portion on that trade. I'm either gonna win and recover everything, or I'm gonna lose on that, and I'll just get another combine, and you'll call it a day. I've been on both sides of it. Sometimes I can recover. Sometimes I'm like, I don't really care. Blow the account, start over, right? Is that healthy habits? No, I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm not saying recording this video just saying this to y'all just so I could be like to validate y'all. Like those aren't healthy habits to like blow accounts. The question is, you have to ask yourself, why are you blowing them? Why are you self sabotaging? Or in the moment, why am I feeling the way I want to? Like, why am I feeling this way that's causing me to blow these accounts? Or why am I risking more than what I actually need to risk? Right? So the book, it kind of talk about that a little bit. Talk about like raw moments of like the younger version inside yourself that's limiting you. Like that's when we act out of emotion versus like being in tune with our emotions. I know for some people, everybody have their own different tactics for how they handle to remain disciplined. Like and every trader has their moment. Like you might be on your run right now, you might have a high, but those lows are gonna come. Right? I'm not saying like, oh, I read this book, so I'm like this is the reason why I be self sabotaging. I don't really self sabotage. I remember my younger days or like when I was trading in the beginning. Like I have my red moments now where I'm like, I could have waited for that position. But like when I think about like back then, like in my earlier trading career or just like even like a year or two ago, on certain trades, like for combat, I said like I said specifically for combats, because like on a personal account psychology, I'm already up so much that it doesn't matter. It's not really affecting me from that point of view because I'm like, I'm making all this money over here. I'm not tripping what's going on with combines if I don't have to. Even my first year on the combines, like Top Step was my first year trading like for Top Step last year, and I ended the year in profit, right? So that goes to show already. Even though I was blowing accounts left and right, I still ended the year like up, still up way more worth than the combines that I invested into the combines. That could be for another video. I think I'll do a video talking about that too, because there's a lot of people that it's so funny. This whole segment was supposed to be in a whole nother vlog, and I'm looking at this recording, and this is 19 minutes. And I think I'm just gonna upload this because this is like real talk. I feel like somebody can gain some value from this, but that might be in a whole nother video itself. But I'm gonna talk about it right now too, I guess, while I'm already on this rant too. For combines, the people that's constantly blowing combines, I want to challenge y'all. Like this year, like I'm really moving, real more structured as far as like separating trading profits from business profits, separating like business expenses, trading expenses. Well, I got business expenses anyway from like my actual Wealth Academy business, but like business expenses as far as from profits for combines. So like I challenge y'all, do the same thing. Pay attention to how much you're spending on combines. How many challenges are you blowing? What is your efficiency rate? For every one or two combines, you should be getting a payout, right? Like make that a rule or something. For every 3 combines, you should be getting a payout. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever that range is. Figure out what are your triggers, like what in the market is throwing you off. Like when it's choppy, when it's less volume, do you work better when it's less volume? Do you work better when it's more volume? If you realize it's choppy, do you still try to force a trade, or do you lock your account out, or do you not take a trade at all for the entire day and wait for your main setup? If you know, you know. I was talking about this in my academy 2 days ago, I want to say, or I think in my personal chat I was talking about that, like just getting back to like focusing on main key levels again, because like at heart, if you don't know, your boy is really a swing trader at heart. I've been forced to become like a day trader and a scalper. I already had it in my bag because obviously I teach it, but when it comes to swing trades, that's like where my heart is at, right? So like setups for if you're trading like with somewhere like futures with Top Step or whatever, if it's day trading setups, you got daily targets. You got to focus on trading day to day. You can't hold trades for full swings. That is also another reason. Grand announcement if you stay to the end of this video. Another reason why I'm actually about to switch back over to FTMO. Between Top Step having like a couple more problems, like issues that I'm not really caring for too much. I'm not gonna like bash them because obviously I still paying out, but they gotta get that in the works. But besides dealing with the day-to-day trading stuff with Top Step, I would rather be on my swing accounts with FTMO. So this year, I think starting actually the month of February, I will be going back to doing the FTMO challenges. I probably will do a series on it, just to like for motivation purposes for y'all, and just still just documenting documenting the whole process. I'm either gonna drop like full breakdown vlogs or like updates will be in the Funded Academy, aka on the actual website, my actual academy website. But on here, I'll periodically through my vlogs that I'm dropping with the trips and stuff, I'll periodically just show y'all or quickly update y'all on what's going on with those accounts and payouts and withdrawals and things of that nature. But yeah, man, this whole, like I said, I went from being sleepy. I still might take a nap right now. But um this is supposed to be a small segment in the video, and then it turned into a 22 minute video. And I feel like that makes, sometimes this might end up being one of the best. I ain't gonna say one of the best videos, but I feel like the raw, just turn on the camera videos and just be the best ones, because like I'm kind of like clearing my thoughts, you know, talks with Abe. But I figure out, I think once a week though, I'm definitely gonna do like mindset talk, because like I definitely have a passion with just speaking life into people, speaking life into myself, just connecting. Like when I sit down, like you could ask any of my friends, like whenever I sit down and talk to any of my friends, we get to talk about life, we get to talk about our goals, we get to talk about what we want to accomplish, and just you could just feel the energy in the room. And hopefully I get to the point where through these mindset talk videos or talks like this, you'll start feeling the energy through the camera. You could feel like how passionate I am when it comes to like talking about that, because like bro, I used to have the same vision, the same goals from 10 years ago. That's crazy to say. It's been, I don't know if it's really been 10 years ago. I could be capping. Yeah, 10 years. 2015 when dang old man. 2015 was when I finally went to college and stuff. But yeah, about six to 8 years ago, right in the beginning of my trading journey, versus to where I am now, and just the maturity level I've gotten to. Like I'm talking about from the point where it's a ha ha ha. I'm not setting a stop loss. Oh, I'm a over leverage, bro. All that junk is not cute. Like it's not sweet. Like yes, I can still not set a stop loss now, and I really will have a higher probability to still smack my TP. But no, I don't be encouraging that stuff. I don't even entertain it no more. I don't even entertain over leveraging, because you're one trade away from blowing the account and just starting off at square zero instead of just being disciplined. But I'm gonna save all that energy for the series that I think I'm gonna do. Not think, because I'm done thinking this year. I tell myself anything I'm thinking about doing, I'm gonna just execute on it. Whatever the first thing that comes to my mind, I'm gonna just do it. So same thing. I thought about pressing record and start talking. Now I'm talking and recording, y'all. Just getting it out there. Just being more intentional. Nobody cares about. Oh, we talked about that in the book too. Nobody cares about. I should really quote the book right now. But basically in the book it says something along the lines of, nobody cares about what you intended on doing. People only care about what was the results. I don't care about what your goals were or what you wanted to accomplish. What did you actually get done? Every year I can say, oh, I wanted to get this or I wanted to do that, but I didn't do it because of this. And in the book, the caption was so crazy, bro. She was like, basically, every time you give yourself an excuse for why you didn't do something, that means you're basically saying that excuse is worth more than why you didn't knock out your goals, why you didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Once I read them, I'm like, damn, like that's fire, like straight up. Like, for whatever reason, the excuse that you're giving yourself, you're basically saying that excuse is worth more. Or you're using that excuse to validate why you didn't do what you needed to do to accomplish your goals. That's tough. Like that's tough for sure. So on that note, I'm in this vlog here or in this rant here. Like I said, I'm gonna start a series. I don't know what day I'm gonna start it. Maybe I do every Monday or every Tuesday. We could do Tuesday, so that way it's like kind of Wednesday will be middle in the week. Maybe I do Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm gonna start doing like a mindset talk video or something. Just coming on here and just really just pouring into y'all, giving y'all some type of energy, some type of inspirational talk for the night or something like that. I feel like that'd be great for the feed, great for y'all, great for me. Just even talking, like me talking to y'all, just me talking to myself, and we just really get into it. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm done with my rant. I'll catch y'all in the next vlog. Peace out.